This is Lake Ontario, one of the 5 Great Lakes of North America, and provides a wonderful backdrop to the latest stop on the IFSC Climbing World Cup circuit. We are in Hamilton, which is roughly 30 minutes away from Toronto in that direction and 30 minutes away from one of the natural wonders of the world, Niagara Falls, in that direction. You may not have heard of Hamilton, but if you've heard of the movies X-Men and Incredible Hulk, they were filmed in this great city. But the big blockbuster that everyone's come to see this time around is 70 of climbing's leading athletes, as they have come here in search of Bouldering World Cup glory. Welcome to this IFSC Bouldering World Cup here in Hamilton, near Toronto, Canada. And so we begin. Welcome to the Gravity Climbing Gym here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. It's qualifications day and we start with the ladies. Among the favourites, of course, Mina Stöhr. She's won 4 at the last 5 events, but she fluffed her lines on home turf in Innsbruck a couple of weeks ago. That's where Julianne Verme picked up her first bouldering title. They are among the favourites. Welcome to And it's a very good morning from me, Johnny Bryan. Welcome to Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. It is qualifications day for this IFSC Bouldering World Cup here in North America. It's part of the North American swing for the next couple of weeks. We'll be here in Hamilton in Canada and then on to Vail, Colorado, USA 7 days from now. Now you might be noticing that there's no Daniel today. Well, Daniel is away. He is at a family wedding that has a very important role in. So I'm here to step into the great man's shoes for the next 2 weeks. This is how the ladies line up this morning. 32 of them in all, starting with the world number 1, Mina Stöhr. She'll be out number 1. Akio Noguchi, number 2. Alex Puccio was in very good form yesterday when I was chatting to her, number 3. Julianne Verme, 4. Melissa de Neve at 5. Shawn Coxey, number 6. Momoka Oda will be number 7. Katarina Zervine, number 8. Mina Leslie-Wujastyk, number 9. Monica Ricci, number 10. Melanie Sando, the 2012 world champion. We've got number 11. Leah Crane, number 12 from Great Britain. Aya Ono of Japan, 13. Diane Mennick, the veteran, number 14. Vera Zilzistra of the Netherlands, number 15. Megan Martin of the USA, 16. Jaleesa Dunbar, 17 of Canada. Holly Reid, 18 of Canada. Now, there's a lot of new faces you'll see in the latter stages here. A lot of local Canadians taking part, including Erica Carlson, Clary Lamb, Bonnie de Bruin. Those guys will be going out last. Some other guys coming out, well, Kelly Drager at 19, Maria Kalkova at 20, Kelsey Briggs 21, Alisa Webb of Canada 22, Marita Akalski of Canada 23, Elise Zenther 24, Tiffany Melius is an Australian who lives in Canada, she goes out 25, Stacey Weldon at 26, Sierra Blair-Coyle of the USA 27, Claire Bell, as you just saw, 28 from GBR, Atori Usada of Japan 29, Erica Carlson 30, Clary Lamb 31 and Bonnie de Bruin is number 32. One group of 32 ladies, they're not being split down the middle. And the top 20, of course, will go through to the semi-finals tomorrow morning. The men's competition will take place later this afternoon, 4 p.m. here local time, after 10 p.m. Central European time. And as you can see, final preparations are being made as the judges just looking at all the routes. This is where we are. This is the Gravity Climbing Gym here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. And as you can see, a steady crowd here in the early part of the day. It's 9:30 a.m. here local time, but this place will be at its capacity tomorrow night for the final, where you can guarantee an electric atmosphere when there will be hundreds of Canadians, climber supporters here to cheer on their heroes come tomorrow evening. They said final preparations are just being made on all these walls. 5 problems in all. And of course, you guys all know the rules, of course. Top 20 go through to tomorrow's semi-finals. Give you an idea of the logistics of this place. Isolation is not even in this building. It's roughly around a 400-meter walk from where I am. So much so that they've hired golf carts for all of the climbers to get to the venue. And we are expecting Mina Stöhr to be coming momentarily. As I said, Anna Stöhr is still to come, of course. We are on Twitter, hashtag IFSC WC. And I hope the man I am covering for, Mr. Finn, is watching. He should be. If you are, Daniel, it'd be a pleasure if you are with us. Drop us a question. Of course, I'm going to try and get as many guests in as I can during these qualifiers. Try and get some of the big names down. If you have a question for any of them, please drop them onto Twitter. I'll try and drop them into my interviews when they come. Hopefully try and get the big names in for the ladies. Anna Stöhr, Noguchi, Puccio, Julianne Verne, of course. I wonder how she feels now after gaining so much confidence with that win in Innsbruck a couple of weeks ago. Melissa de Neve, Shawn Coxey, is she going to finally step up to the altar as a bride of climbing? She's been the perennial bridesmaid on so many occasions. It's only a matter of time. That's what everybody says for the young climber from Runcorn. We're trying to get as many guests as I can in throughout these qualifiers, as well as picking out your favourites. Also, give me a prediction as well. Who's going to be taking the title this weekend? Anna Stöhr, will she make it 5 from 6? Or will somebody else upset the apple cart? And of course, the men's as well. Shawn McCall, the big favourite. I actually bumped into him yesterday in a supermarket, of all places. He is really psyched for this one. He's really pumped up and ready to go. Saying to me that he's going to use home territory to his advantage. Some people see there'll be a little bit of pressure on performing in front of the home crowd, but he wants to embrace that. It's a fascinating little bit of psychology he used, chatting to me last night as we were in the water aisle of the supermarket. As I said, we should have started a couple of minutes ago. Just some final preparations being made. Anna Stöhr will be the first climber out. And they are going from left to right on the wall. The problem 1 will be the furthest one on the left of your screen. 2 and 3 in the middle, 4 there with those purple volumes, and 5, as you see where that green volume is, and those purple volumes as well. That'll finish off these qualifiers for the ladies. One other thing I should mention as well is the temperature here in Toronto. Well, sorry, Hamilton. Just give you an idea where we are. I did say in my opening piece to camera, we are in between Toronto, which is about 35 minutes north of us, and Niagara Falls, which is about half an hour to our east. And so many of these climbers actually went to see that great wonder of the world, Niagara Falls. Coming back telling me so many great stories about it. Something going on the Maid of the Mist, that famous boat that goes right next to the waterfall itself. They got a bit of a soaking, but it was well worth it. But one thing I must mention is the temperature here. The last couple of days, it has been boiling here. And when I say boiling, it's been hot, it's been humid. Bear in mind that this gym, as you can see, we are indoors as well, and it is a bit of a sun trap when it hits this roof. Right now, it's quite cool in here. It's around 21, 22 degrees centigrade, which is ideal climbing conditions, you could say, for the ladies. But however, the men this afternoon, they forecast the temperature to go up another 7, 8 degrees. And plus with the humidity on top of that as well, it'll feel like 35 degrees centigrade here in this building, and possibly even hotter. So advantage will go to the climbers going out early in these qualifiers, and those grips will become very sticky, very greasy later on. So you can see there's going to be plenty of chalk being applied, and you may even see the odd upset or two. And I think they've actually answered the question to the heat. You can see there are plenty of fans on the stage as well to try and keep the temperature down, keep the climbers cool. And as you can see, that they're just putting it in a better position than when it is. All the judges are ready, the volunteers are ready. We're just waiting for the climbers to start. Just a little bit of a delay here. Good crowd here this morning for a Saturday morning here in Hamilton. Hello to the guys also tuning on Twitter. Jack says it's some wall. It is, Jack, absolutely. I had a look at it earlier on today. It looks very demanding. Hazrat said that wall looks amazing. I bet you were very keen for a go yourself, Hazrat. Please, of course, tell us where you are watching in the world. As it is 9:30 here in North America. We're on the Eastern Seaboard, Eastern Central Time. 9:38 a.m., 3:38, I believe, in Central Europe. And could be watching in Asia in the early hours of the morning, watching these qualifiers. But be delighted if you are. You might have to get the coffee on, as we're expecting these qualifiers to last in excess of around 3 hours for the ladies this morning, and around 3.5 for the men later on this afternoon. 37 men will take to the wall, by the way, and they're going to be in one group as well. So it's going to be a long old slog for me and producer Mike sitting right next to me, with mission control in front of him. Massive grin as he sits next to me, grinning like the Cheshire Cat right now. He's enjoying himself here in Hamilton. Fascinating city, by the way, if you've ever been to this part of Canada. Very much old, rugged. Reminds me a bit like Boston and New England. It's got that old ruggedness, those old style townhouses here, and a couple of local restaurants as well with old British names as well. You see that the old Commonwealth and colonies were here many years ago. It's an industrial city as well, Hamilton. A lot of steel mills here. They do invest a lot in industry on the shores of Lake Ontario. And of course, 7 days from now, 6 days from now, I should say, Friday morning, it's the annual jaunt to Vail, Colorado. And this is where we're going to go and run through the 5 problems right now. This is problem number 1. As you can see, they're very kind, the guys here in Hamilton. They've made it visually appealing to you guys as well, so you can see the start holes for all the climbers. To help you guys out watching at home, wherever you may be around the world for these qualifiers. Of course, you know the rules. Top 20 go through to the semi-finals tomorrow morning. And then we are expecting a capacity crowd here tomorrow evening. And if this crowd get vocal, and Canadian sports fans do tend to be vocal, they may have to get the builders in on Monday morning, because this crowd could take the roof off. Great camera shot there of problems 2 and 3. See the blue tape at the bottom there, the start holds for problem 2. And you can just see on the bottom right of your screen there, it's angled away from here, but you can see the 2 little holes on problem 3. We'll go around a couple of volumes there as well. And of course, these guys here in Hamilton very kind to tell you all the top holds as well, and the bonuses, to make it easy for you guys to understand. As well as the crowd are still continuing to stream in. They're paying on the gate here in Hamilton, as we're just waiting for the first climbers to get underway, which will be Anna Stöhr momentarily. Problem number 4. A few volumes to negotiate. And they're starting, yeah, you can just see the blue tape there in front of that grey volume on the right of your screen. That's where problem number 4 will begin. And finally, to round off the ladies qualifiers, that is their home stretch, problem number 5. And that is how the ladies will qualify in this Bouldering World Cup here in Canada. So we're 5 World Cups into this season's bouldering season, I should say. 5 World Cups in. It's a decent crowd now here for the qualifiers. And Anna Stöhr has been the lady of the season, winning the first 4 in a row in Chongqing, Millau, Kitzbühel, or Dragomar. Second, though, on home soil in Innsbruck. Maybe a little bit of pressure from the home crowd as she tried to defend that title. I was there commentating on that Innsbruck event in 2012, and it was one hell of an atmosphere there. About 4,000 in the Marktplatz there when Anna Stöhr and Kilian Fischer won on home soil. It was one of the biggest cheers I've ever heard, not just in climbing, but in the whole of sport, I must say. There was goose pimples everywhere that night, and that was just from the commentary team. We're just trying to find out what the delay is here at the minute. So there may have just been 1 or 2 holds that they might just be getting ready to. The judges maybe just checking all of the routes. You can see there's a couple of route setters out on the mat right now. Maybe 1 or 2 of the judges are not happy with 1 or 2 of these routes. It's 9:45 here now, local time, and we're still not sure why there is a delay. Well, I've just been told by the IFSC delegates that we are starting at the top of the hour, 10 p.m. here local time. So it's got a chance for 10 a.m. here local time. Yeah, my body clock is, I'm still a little bit jet lagged from the flight over. 10 a.m. local time. It could be 10 p.m. wherever you're watching, if you are in Asia watching. But yes, it's 10 a.m. here local time. So at the top of the hour we shall begin. So a chance for you to get a coffee, a tea, or a beverage that's maybe a little bit stronger. So top of the hour we shall begin with Anna Stöhr at 10 a.m.
How's everyone doing? All right, so a little housekeeping.
We've got roughly another 4 minutes before we get underway this climbing World Cup here in Canada at the Gravity Climbing Gym in Hamilton. Our MC Dustin trying to whip this crowd into a frenzy, and it's only 10 AM Saturday morning. So place your bets now, please. Who is going to be taking this World Cup title for the ladies and for the men as well? Anna Stöhr, will she make it 5 from 6? Julianne Verne, will she keep that great? Will she come into this with so much confidence from that win in Innsbruck? Will she do a double? Akio Noguchi, she's had a bit of a quiet season. Is it her time? Alex Puccio, will she get a lot of North American support? Or will she save herself a little in reserve for when she's on home soil in Colorado 6 days from now? So just approaching 0 hour here in Canada. Did mention it before, the temperature in this building will rocket over the next few hours, not because of the electric atmosphere this crowd will bring and the great climbing that we shall see, but the heat around here. It's in the middle of a heat wave here at the moment, here in Hamilton. It was yesterday, as we were prepping, setting up here, it was 34 degrees centigrade outside. Add humidity on top of that, and you can have an idea of how hot it was. Today, it's a tiny bit cooler. When we left our hotel about 2 hours ago, it was already 23 degrees centigrade. But this building does have a tendency for the sun to hit this roof all throughout the day. It's not covered in any shade whatsoever, so you can guarantee that the temperature will rocket, especially this afternoon for the men. Keep an eye out on that little bottom left of your screen, that little white little corridor. That is where the ladies will start coming out in around a minute or so from now. Couple of predictions going. Will McLoone, Shawn for gold. Shawn for gold. She's back in Shawn Coxey. She didn't make the final last time in Innsbruck, so is that the proverbial kick up the backside she may have needed? You just see Anna Stöhr there, bottom left of your picture, just heading towards this staircase. She'll come right in front of me here, in front of our commentary position. Been led by Francois from the IFSC, and Stöhr is heading up the steps to start this qualifications. And we are underway. Great cheer from the crowd as Anna Stöhr hits the wall. 3 minutes past 10 here local time, and Stöhr gets this World Cup underway. I did mention the crowd, they're on an elevated bleachers that go around here, an elevated stand. It's around 15 feet off the floor, so you can guarantee when there's going to be some cheer made from this crowd, it's going to be electric. Because they're so close to the roof, the noise just bounces off the roof. It's going to be a cacophony of noise. You're going to experience an atmosphere no like any other climbing competition we've seen for a long time. Anna Stöhr gets us underway. The 25-year-old, world number 1, 4 times a champion here in 2013. Did the business out in Chongqing, in Millau, in Kitzbühel and Le Dragamar. Maybe a bit of pressure on home soil though. Only pick up the silver medal there. And a fascinating fact here that I did in my stats, in my research just before this. Anna Stöhr has not missed a final for 3 years. And she's underway. Gets her campaign here in Canada underway. Finding the top on her first attempt. Yes, a fascinating start I found about Stöhr. She hasn't missed a final since Sheffield 3 years ago. And since then, she's made every final, 24 of them, and she's podiumed on 21 occasions. She's been in the top 3. It's a fascinating stat from the Austrian. Now, they don't stay on the stage. As you can see, Stöhr has gone down the steps. And she's away from sight of the crowd as well. She got a little bit of a chance there. She got a chance to go to the toilet as well. So they're away from the crowd. Gives it a little bit of respite for them, as there's hardly any room on that stage. Not enough room to swing a cat. Coming out next in 2.5 minutes' time, from Japan, Akio Noguchi. The world number 2 with 13 World Cups to her name. Hasn't been up the top 4 all season. And 2 podium finishes. 3 podium finishes, I do beg your pardon. Second out in Kitzbühel. And 2 bronze medals in Milan and in Innsbruck. We'll see Noguchi shortly. But so many big names here. Julianne Verme is here as well. Alex Puccio. Expect a good cheer from the crowd when she begins her ascent on the wall. Melissa Neve. Shawn Coxey. 1 or 2 predicting that she might do well this week. And Moka Oda as well from Japan, the young 19-year-old. Kata Zervine from Austria. And we've got some unknown names to bring you later on as well from Canada. There are, in fact, 12, I do beg your pardon, 12 local Canadians who'll be giving it a go. And of course, you guys know the rules. Top 20 will go through to tomorrow morning's semi-finals. And you can just spot there Akio Noguchi heading towards the stairs. Getting ready to begin her climb. Just comes in front of my commentary position. Fighting to get up the stairs with Francois, the IFSC delegate, in fact. Weren't sure who was going to go first. But in the dying embers of 20 seconds to go before Noguchi gets her campaign underway. Very appreciative cheer there from this crowd. They're in vocal voice and will be throughout this competition for all these climbers who'll come out. Took Anna Stöhr 1 attempt. Let's see how many it takes Noguchi. She's the world number 2. 13 World Cup titles to her name. 4 behind Stöhr. 17 World Cups to Anna Stöhr's name. But of course she has 2 world titles to go along with it. 4th in Chongqing. 3rd in Milan. 2nd in Kitzbühel. 4th in La Drogamar. And 3rd in Innsbruck is on her chart this year in 2013. A lot of vocal support here for Noguchi from this crowd. Very vocal they are indeed. That's the bonus hold. Now just finding the top to mark 1T next to her name in 1 attempt, and that is beautifully done. Noguchi 1 from 1, Stöhr 1 from 1 as we start these qualifiers on this Saturday morning. Sold out this crowd will be tomorrow night for the finals. They're very vocal this morning. Expect them to go wild tomorrow night. Very hospitable, the people of Hamilton. We've been here for a couple of days now. Really enjoyed our time here, myself and Mike. On the south shore of Lake Ontario. So number 3 out will be the American Alex Puccio. Very relaxed yesterday when I saw her. She's staying in the same hotel as I am. I was doing a couple of lengths in the pool, and she was just chilling out in the jacuzzi and the sauna. Very relaxed mood. I haven't seen her for a while, in fact. The last time I covered climbing was in Arco in September last year. She came over to me, shook my hand, gave me a hug. Said welcome back. But I know she'll be looking forward to next week in her home state of Colorado. And we'll be there 6 days from now, Friday morning. That gets underway. The local venture to Vail. So Puccio to come out next. Stöhr will start on her second problem. Still waiting to see your predictions as well. Who do you think is going to win this week? Who's going to do well? So here we go. An appreciative round of applause for Alex Puccio. The 23-year-old world number 4. Didn't make the final out in Vail. Sorry, out in Innsbruck, I should say. Double bronze medalist this year out in Chongqing and in Kitzbühel. And Puccio not wasting much time here as she tries to attack this first problem. I know a few guys on Twitter have already said they're loving the music. That's nicely done there from Alex Puccio. Finds the bonus hold. Could be a little bit academic this, as she tries to find the top. And Stöhr showing her class. I wouldn't expect anything less from the world number 1. Puccio done. And the crowd cheering on Stöhr. The second problem looks very much the more difficult of the 5, but Stöhr is making it very easy. Wait to the crowd, they appreciate it in kind. Job done. No climbers finding the mat yet, but we wouldn't expect anything less from the best in the business. Germany's Julian Wurm, the doctor of medicine, will be coming out next. She comes out number 4. Be interesting to chat to her later on about her thoughts on Innsbruck. How much confidence has that given you? They always say that as soon as you get the first one under your belt, there's many, many more to come. And interestingly enough, of the 32 on show here, only 5 in the past have won a World Cup title. And we've already seen 3 of them. And the next one will be coming out number 4, Julian Wurm. And then Melanie Zando, we do count it as a big victory under her name, the 2012 World Champion. Plenty of judges, volunteers, you can see. And MC Curtis, Dustin, I do beg your pardon, his name is, trying to get this crowd in full force, trying to get them vocal. A minute to go before we'll see the latest World Cup champion, the 22-year-old row number 5. And there she is, just making her way up the stairs. So the IFSC delegates just keeping them half at the stairs. Noguchi as well, she'll start her second problem. Still cool here this morning. 20 past 10 local time. We're expecting the temperature to rocket though this afternoon, and it should be a little bit difficult for the men. Now then, the 22-year-old medicine student, Julian Wurm, winner out in Innsbruck. It's a few weeks ago. Noguchi starts her second problem as well. So far we are 3 from 3. All the women have been on this problem and done it in one go. Let's see if Wurm can make it 4 from 4. Counterbalance beautifully there, did the German. Beautifully done. Beautifully done, job done. Noguchi. Great upper body strength from the Japanese. It looks like a bit of a difficult problem, this second problem, but the lady, Noguchi and Stöhr, making good work of it. It's a good test for them. But Noguchi does it with ease. Well done to her. 2 for 2. France's Melissa Leneve will be the next climber to come out. A sporadic set of results for the French girl. 2:15th at the start of the season, 9th. Earlier as well, out in Kitzbühel. But then 2 finals, a 2nd in Le Drogamar and 4th in Innsbruck. So hello to you, girls, wherever you are. You know you're getting in touch with us on Twitter. Nicholas Royal saying good luck, everybody. Nancy's watching the Bouldering World Cup live, and she's coming tomorrow to watch the finals. We look forward to seeing you here, Nancy. Stephen Reed says it's a nice venue for World Cup bouldering. It is very nice, Stephen, and you're absolutely right. It is getting very hot in here. The fans are here. They are in vocal support. And there'll be plenty here. They're sold out here tomorrow night. And you can guarantee this crowd will take the roof off tomorrow evening. Bram has tweeted to say the music keeps getting better with each World Cup. I'll let the DJ know for you, Bram. Unfortunately, he hasn't got any AC/DC for me, which I'm a little bit disappointed by. I've wanted a little bit of Back in Black later on, but unfortunately not. These climbers like this high energy music, and you can see why. There's a Neve on the left of your screen. So Neve gets underway her campaign here in Canada. So far, the first 4 ladies have flashed it. Let's see if she can become the 5th. Stöhr in the meantime. Beautiful little dyno there. Great work as well from the Austrian. You can see why she's a 17-time World Cup champion. And Leneve has fallen as well. Stöhr, cheers to the crowd, 3 from 3 from her. Leneve fell with her first attempt. Alex Puccio also done as well. She just comes down the stairs in front of me. So we're just concentrating now on the 23-year-old from France. Row number 6, 2 times a silver medalist. One of them being in Le Drogamar earlier this year. And she does it on her 2nd attempt. As our MC, you can hear on the microphone, that's Dustin. He's keeping the crowd occupied in between these breaks of play. course, drop us a tweet on hashtag IFSCWC. Let us know where you're watching these qualifiers in the world. So 1 minute warning for the climbers. Shawn Coxey just comes out of isolation. She was very another one in good spirits yesterday. In fact, she went to Niagara Falls with a few of with her British teammates. Another one in a relaxed atmosphere. And she just waves to us, gives a smile as she begins her qualification. I know the family will be watching at home in Runcorn, in the northwest, my part of the world. Beautiful part of the world around there, Cheshire way as well. In England, some beautiful parts of the world there. Chester is somewhere I frequent. If you get a chance to go, I highly suggest it. Here we go. Next 3 climbers out. Shawn Coxey beginning her campaign. 4 times she's been the runner-up. The 20-year-old wore number 3. Didn't make the final in Innsbruck. And some are suggesting that might have been the proverbial kick up the backside she might needed. She made every final this year. Podiuming twice. In Milo, where she won the silver medal. And in Drogamar when she won the bronze. Keep your eye on the other climbers as well. There's Coxey just getting underway. Only Melissa Leneve is the only one to fail on her first attempt. And you can see all the climbers in their glory. Pick out your favourite, Julianne Byrne, just hitting the mat on her first score on problem number 2. Noguchi showing her class as a 13-time World Cup champion should. And Coxey kept her balance well. Appreciated from the crowd. Canadian sports fans, I'm told, are very vocal, and they will be throughout the next 2 days. Coxey tops, as is Noguchi. So it's only Verb left on the wall here in the early part of this qualification. Attempt number 2 for Verne. Plenty of time. Annals of time, in fact. All the crowd are behind her. Oh, no. A rueful grin from the German. We did say the second problem might be a little bit tricky for some. And the winner of the latest World Cup is having a little bit of trouble here on problem number 2. 2 minutes to go for the 22-year-old German. Only attended 3 World Cups this year. 7th in Chongqing, 5th in Millau, and then did the business out in Innsbruck a couple of weeks ago. Mr. Kitzbühel and Le Drogamar. "90 seconds for Worms to solve this problem." I did say these Canadian sports fans are very vocal. They're getting right behind Worm here. And it's only 10:30 on qualifying day. No. Minute to go. She's passing on him. Doesn't fancy it. So Worm passes on. Problem number 2. Coming out, number 7. Momoka Oda, the 19-year-old from Japan. Second earlier this year. Second is her best of a finish on 2 occasions, and she was second out in Chongqing in China in March of this year. Only 2 finals been made. 5th in Innsbruck as well. And here comes the 19-year-old, I do beg your pardon. Stöhr also begins her 4th problem, as she's towards the home straight of her qualification. 3 from 3 so far. Stöhr just taking a little bit of rules guidance from the judges there. Bottom of your screen. Puccio, right out the traps. Great upper body strength from the American, from the Colorado native. She's 2 from 2 so far, and looking to try and put these qualifiers to bed as soon as she can. Now the Alex Puccio fans, I know there's many of you, will be pleased to see that result. On the top right of your screen, Puccio 3 from 3. Le Neve in the meantime. Oda's done, by the way, she did it. Le Neve is done. So only Stöhr is on the wall. Let's see what Anna can do. Wall number 1. No. A difficult problem this for the wall number 1. So much so she's going to do a little bit of gardening to make sure all them holes are chalk free, so she can get a fine grit on all of them. Still plenty of time for Stöhr though, 2 minutes and change. Crowd are behind her. No. Well, we thought problem 2 was a difficult one. It looks like problem 4 could be the one that a few of these climbers might trip over. No, Stöhr goes again. It's a bit of a conundrum, this, for the world number one. On her fingertips on that hold, no, goes again. That's 5 attempts she's had on this fourth problem now. She don't want to give up, but she's going to approach the 1 minute warning here, so there it is. Problems here for Stöhr. I think one last hurrah maybe on this problem. Look at the roar from the crowd. And they're right behind her, but no. And I think she's going to pass on it. That'll do. So, Stöhr doesn't solve problem number 4. So still 3 tops from her. So, climber number 8 coming out is Zervine from Austria. The 25-year-old world number 7. All top 10 finishes for the Austrian this season. Made 2 finals as well, in Milan and on home turf in Kitzbühel, where she comes 6th on both occasions. 8th in Chongqing, 8th in La Drogamar, and in Innsbruck she comes 10th. 5th is her best ever finish on 2 occasions. So let's see how the 25-year-old world number 7 attacks this first problem. Climbers everywhere. Coxey starting number 2. Julianne Verme struggled on problem number 2. Let's see how she gets on with problem number 3 and begins to struggle on that one. Noguchi. Let's see if she can succeed where Stöhr failed. Coxey in the meantime looks done to done number 2. Yes, she has. Zervine has also completed number 1 as well. So Zervine done, Coxey done, Verme struggling, Noguchi struggling on these latter problems. Now Verme struggling on this one as well. She may have to pull some irons out of the fire here, Julianne Verme. Bear in mind that it's a little bit difficult, this 4th problem as well. She doesn't tackle this one. She may need to rely on a bit of misfortune on others, because she's going to be in a tiny bit of trouble. Still top 20 qualified from 32. Well, we only lose 12, but we've got a few dark horses in this race, and we're not sure how good of a thoroughbred they are. Noguchi in the meantime getting cheered on from the crowd. On the right of your screen, can she succeed where Stöhr failed? Reaches for it, well done. They're right behind these climbers. This crowd here in Canada. Noguchi get there, yes! What an atmosphere we have here this morning. Well, it's only qualifying day. I did mention they're not firing from the roof. It's going to be a cacophony of noise over this next couple of days. These Canadian sports fans, they get right behind it. I'm going to have to keep hold of my voice, and they're going to be like this as well. 90 seconds to go for Verne. No. Sig Fernandez watching on Twitter, late in the night, watching from Singapore. Nancy, hands are sweating just watching. You should try commentating, Nancy. "45 seconds to go for Verne. She's struggling. Rueful smile from the German. And she's passing. Still got plenty of climb. And coming next, the second Brit of 5. Mina Leslie-Wujastyk, the 26-year-old. Banging on the door of finals now. She's 10th, 12th, 12th, 14th and 9th this year. 9th is the best of a finish, in fact, in Innsbruck a couple of weeks ago. And I think that is what she's looking for now, to find a final, get a final under her belt. That is the target, roughly 16, 17 feet above where I'm sitting right now. They're going to climb up these stairs to get to this climbing wall, and the crowd on the same level of them as well. It's a very much claustrophobic atmosphere you're going to get here in Canada. And it's something that we're going to enjoy over the next coming days. Anna Stöhr, in the meantime, bottom right of your screen, looking good to make it 4 tops out of 5 for her qualifier. I spoke too soon. Yes, Nancy tweeted again. Thanks for reading out my tweet. Oh, you're too kind, Nancy. Well, not just you, we do it to everybody as well. If you want to get in touch on Twitter, you know the hashtag. It's hashtag IFSCWC. Wherever you are watching around the world, it's an absolute joy to have you here. It really is. Television predictions. Goes a 1, 2, 3. Will Anna Stöhr make it 5 out of 6? Will it be another player? Will it be one of these ladies on the wall right now? Alex Puccio. Will she get the North American? Will she get the North Americans' support behind her? Will she take that to her advantage? Leneve in the meantime. Leneve in the meantime. Do an excellent touch. Tall. Will she get there? Get there? Get there? Yes. Homework is done for the morning. 4 out of 5 done for Anna Stöhr. Job done for her. Leneve finds the top as well. Job done for her. So just Puccio left to go here. We'll try and grab Anna Stöhr if we can to see if she wants to have a chat with us. Try and get all the big names. If you've got questions for Anna or any of the climbers when they come have a chat with me, I'll try to do 5 good minutes with them all. Because I'm interested to see what Anna Stöhr's motivation is nowadays. What keeps her going? So many World Cup titles, so many double world champion. What is the motivation for Anna Stöhr? It'll be interesting to find that out when she comes and chats to me momentarily I hope. Puccio in the meantime, last climber on this wall at this point, not happy. "25 seconds to go. And Puccio looks like she's having a pass. Kelly Cooper right behind Mina. And as is Nicholas Royal as well. Go Mina. Anyway, climber 10 Monica Ricci from Germany. Noguchi also coming into an end for her climbing. Well, I'm delighted to have Anna Stöhr next to me now. Anna, pardon the noise, it is a bit noisy, so I'm going to have to shout a little. But your thoughts on the qualifiers for you?
Well, they were a little bit American style, I would say, but I really enjoyed the problems, and it's really nice that the crowd's already behind us in the qualification. I mean, that's great. Thanks a lot to the crowd.
I was going to say that this crowd's like a finals crowd, that they're really psyched and pumped up for this already, aren't they?
Yeah, they're super psyched, and yeah, let's hope for a good comp here in Canada.
Absolutely. Let's chat through the qualifications itself. Problem 4, a little bit tricky for you.
Yeah, I didn't figure it out. I would have to check how the other girls did it. For me, I guess I had the wrong method because it felt completely impossible.
Let's chat about you in general in this season. It's my first time doing bouldering in 2013. I look under your name here and I see a gold line through it for most of it. 4 first and a second out in Innsbruck. One question I want to ask you though, you've got 17 World Cup titles to your name and a double World Cup champion. What keeps you motivated? What keeps you going?
I would say the joy in climbing, or the joy of climbing. I really like it a lot, and of course success helps too. I mean, if you're successful at full, it's a lot of fun too. And yeah, I really enjoy climbing the circuit, and I'm overwhelmed by myself that I did so well this year.
Yeah, just describe it to me, those 4 wins in a row. It's just, is it a chance of you just getting better? Practice makes more perfect?
Well, definitely my experience helps a lot. I've been on the circuit for quite some years now, and I guess you have to have some advantages for through that. And yeah, I just enjoy all the comps, and definitely I also had my share of luck. So yeah, it was just great.
And let's look to this competition. First of all, you've been in Canada for a couple of days. Now, were you one of the lucky ones to go to see Niagara Falls?
We arrived Thursday afternoon. We went and had dinner in Toronto, and yesterday on Friday we went and saw this Niagara Falls. Yeah, and it was pretty amazing. Yeah,
just describe it to me, because unfortunately we didn't get to go there, but I know you guys all went there, and just, I think breathtaking was the word a lot of people were describing it as.
Yeah, just lots of water.
One other thing I was going to ask you as well, because Killian is also here as well. Do you guys feed off each other with your victories? When you win, does that feed Killian as well, and vice versa?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's good to have such great support, and yeah, we just both enjoy doing the circuit a lot.
Fantastic. Anna, pleasure to have you here, as always. Best of luck for the weekend.
Thank you.
Great thanks to Anna Stöhr there for joining us. We'll try and get as many climbers as we can coming through over the next hours or so. Please send us in your questions as well to all the climbers, if in particular any of your favourites. Will Robertson, Shawn and Co are doing splendidly, he says, and spoiling his maths revision at the same time. Come on, you Brits. You should be revising, Will. Exams are very important. Very important. I should know. I've done plenty in my time before being a sports commentator. But we will let you off as you are joining us here. And it's an absolute joy to have you here as well. Nicholas Royal right behind Shawn this time to win Anna Stöhr second. She's quietly confident, Nicholas, I must say, in a little chat with me just a few moments ago. So we've been graced by the 2012 World Champion, Mina Leslie-Wujastyk from France. Only her 4th climbing World Cup this year, and she's been off the boil, I think is the best word to describe it. 47th in Kitzbühel, 13th in La Drogeman, 34th in Innsbruck. Puccio doing well. And look at Oda just struggling on that 3rd problem. And Puccio looks like her work is done for the morning. Well, myself and producer Mike were predicting at the start that problem 2 could be the tricky one, but it looks like this 4th one is devilishly hard. It shows that we and Mike know we thought the 2nd one would be the hardest. Zando tops. Job done for her. Puccio also done, as is Mina. A lot of support for the 26-year-old. Two minutes to go for these climbers. Oh, let's have a look at Momoko Oda there on the top right of your screen. Won a lead World Cup last year. I was there in Imst. And she won a lead World Cup. Still shows she can boulder as well. This is beautifully done from Oda. Yeah, she'll be pleased. Look at the cheer from the crowd as well. Very well done. I'm not sure if this crowd has fallen into an energy drink before they come here. Oh, hello, Naneva, here we go. Beautifully done. She solved it. Yeah, I was going to say that. I'm not sure if this crowd has fallen into a high energy drink before they came here, because they're absolutely pumped for this. And it's not even 11 a.m. Who knows what they'll be like come 6 p.m. tomorrow night. So climber 12 coming out, Leah Crane of Great Britain, 23-year-old. 4 World Cups to her name this year, 7th, 13th, 17th and 26th. 7th was in Millau, that's her best ever result in fact, for the world number 22. So Verm, she's had a lot of trouble this morning. A little bit of difficulty. And it's still saying it's very much North American style routes, she said. May fall into Alex Puccio's hands if that's the case. Leah Crane after a decent start. And Zervine so near yet so far. Polite round of applause for Leah Crane. She solves problem number 1. Two and a half minutes to go. Zervine. Monica Ricci in the top right of your screen. Just losing her hold there. Losing her footing. Coxey. Only Melissa Leneve is the only person to have solved problem number 4 so far. And there's Shawn Coxey in all her glory. The 20-year-old, world number 3. A little bit of sunburn from her trip to Niagara Falls, she told me yesterday. Monica Ricci on the left-hand side of your screen. Kata Zervine on the right. Big cheer from the crowd. Kaonaguchi is currently the leader. Well, they must apologise, by the way, because Kaonaguchi was also top number 4. Must have missed that one from bottom left of our screen. So they're the only 2 in that little special club. And Noguchi is the current leader in qualifiers with 5 tops out of 6 and 5 bonuses out of 5. Been pretty comfortable at the moment. You expect to see these guys in the semis tomorrow, but no doubt it will be incredibly hard. So we're going to see the cream rise to the top for the final. And the dying embers of this climb for both of these ladies. This is good effort there from Zervine, and just goes, and that's just reaching. Next climber out, Aya Ono from Japan. Starts her competition. A lot of fans of the Brits on Twitter this morning. Somebody are behind Mina and Shawn and Leah. Great to see. Who are you behind? Somebody predicting it could be a three-way dance for this title. Matthias predicted it will be an Anna, a KO and Shawn showdown tomorrow night. Mina, slow but steady, wins the race. One hand on it. Can she get the second? Can she find the second? Needs to find her footing first. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. The Brits will be pleased. It's a British invasion of Canada at the moment. Great start for the Japanese as well. The Neve, bottom right of your screen. Sando goes. The Neve, she'll be pleased with her work this morning. So much so that puts Melissa in 4th place in the qualifiers so far. 4 tops from 7, 4 bonuses out of 5. I'll just run you through the top 10 as we stand. Akira Noguchi in 1st place, Alex Puccio in 2nd, Anna Stöhr in 3rd, Melissa Neve in 4th, Shawn Coxey in 5th, Mina Leslie-Wujastyk also in 5th place as well. They're tied 5th. Momoka Oda in 7th. Still though these guys in the early part of their climb, so can't really take too much of this. Kata Zervine in 8th. Julianne Byrne, she's finished though. She's in 9th place. 2 tops from 6, 5 bonuses from 9. Manly Zando, you can see she just started. She's in 10th. Monica Ricci in 11th. Leah Crane and Iono just started their campaign, so you can't take that much into it, but the ones who have finished, Noguchi, 5 tops from 6, 5 bonuses from 5. Puccio finished 4 tops from 4, 4 bonuses from 4. Stöhr finished 4 tops out of 5, 4 bonuses from 4. In third place, the Neve finished 4 tops out of 7, 4 bonuses from 6. Tweet in from Franziska Zervine. Can you please say hi to Kata from her sister? I am 100% behind her. No doubt you are, Fran. No doubt you are. And we shall pass that on. The medic has joined the party. A veteran of the game, 34 years of age. 7th best results in the City of Steel, Sheffield, 2 years ago. Made 1 semi-final this year, that was out in Chongqing. Which came in 19th place. We have 3 minutes to go. We'll keep you posted on who's in trouble. I think Julianne Verme could be one of the big names in trouble. She has finished. Currently resides in 9th place. 2 tops from 6, 5 bonuses from 9. And we've got so many unknowns to come as well. We shall see. Should be enough. But again, as I said, we shall see. Bit of vocal support for Leah Crane from the crowd. Struggling on this second problem. One we and Mike thought would be the major problem, but it's his 4th one that seems to be the one that they're all struggling on. Now then, Ricci does well on this 3rd problem. Let's see what the 21-year-old world number 12 can do. Made a final this year out in Chongqing. Can she get there? No, just short. 1 minute warning. Kata Zervine struggling. crowd of thousands, it sounds like here. Trust me, it's only a couple of hundred here. But they are very vocal. Fascinating to see tomorrow night when this place will be packed to the rafters. Standing room only. They're even thinking of putting a big screen outside. Such is the amount of people that plan to come here to Hamilton tomorrow. If you are in the area and you're planning to come, I suggest you come here early. Last few seconds. And that is that. So Diamerica has to finish the first problem, so no good. Not the greatest start there for Diane. Shawn finished 4 tops from 4, 4 bonuses from 4, puts her in 3rd place right now, which, if you're a betting man, it'd be odds on that will be more than enough. Now then, the Dutch. Vera Zijstra, the 25-year-old, world number 52, the last of the currently ranked players in this competition. Yet to make a semi-final here in 2013. The 25-year-old Dutch girl. Best finish was in Canada, 2 years ago, in fact, in Canmore, on the other side of Canada, just near Calgary. Oh, she came in 10th place. And one thing I must say, in the last half an hour, the temperature has gone up here about 5-6 degrees. We're beginning to feel it now. And the sun, I'm just looking out about, we can see that the doors are wide open here at this ship. It looks like clouds in the sky and the sun's trying to burst through. If it does, you can guarantee the temperature will rocket. So those who have finished will be delighted they have. We were debating last night, myself and producer Mike, about the format of the qualifications, and that the higher seeds, the higher world ranked climbers go out first. Now, as I just mentioned, the temperature is rocketed in the last few minutes, and this wall now is going to get sticky, it's going to get greasy, and is that unfair on those guys who are unranked? Do you agree with the format as it is right now? You know, the best climbers come out first, or should it be like an example in golf or in lead where they come out randomly? I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this, because it would have been interesting to see, especially if the temperature does get up in here and the wall becomes greasy, how climbers such as Stöhr, Shawn would combat that type of conditions compared to the dark horses that we will get over the next couple of hours, who will have to tackle them. And incidentally, if the temperature does get a rocket tomorrow morning, those who have done well in the qualifiers will then go out last, and they might get the worst bit of conditions. So, swings and roundabouts maybe? I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this. in the dying embers of this climb for these climbers. We'll try and get a couple more guests if we can as well. See if anyone's still around. So a lot of these climbers are trying to get out the heat of this gym. It is warm in here, I must say, and especially in the last 30 minutes as the sun is trying to burst through. As the sun is trying to burst through the clouds. If it does, it'll hit this roof here in this gym, which is, I believe, painted black on top. So it's just going to be a conductor for heat. And it'll be interesting for when the men get underway at 4 p.m. local time, I believe, 10 p.m. Central European time, that if the weather, as predicted, the sun does come up this afternoon and warms this gym up, that will be intriguing to watch later this afternoon. We're halfway through. We are halfway through. This is number 16, climber Megan Martin. Yes, interested to hear your thoughts on the debate. Bram Burkian, I hope I pronounced it right, Bram, says random is better. Also for spread of top athletes, more interesting to watch. Do we have somebody who is against this argument? You know, I think, well, is random better? We were discussing this over a glass of rosé last night, me and producer Mike, and we were having a good debate about this actually. About should it be random? We're interested to hear your thoughts on it as well as of course your predictions for who is going to win this IFSC World Cup here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Leah Crane, crowd behind her. I said there's only about 250 of them in the arena, but they know how to make a noise. Nicholas Royal, he agrees with swings and roundabouts. Random does make it better. That's what he thinks. Nice start there for the American Megan Martin. I know you Julianne Verne fans. She now resides in 10th place. And there are still 16 climbers to go, plus the ones out on the wall. So she's finished in 10th as we stand right now. Bear in mind she's the latest World Cup winner and she struggled this morning. Kata Zervine just coming. She's finished, in fact, 2 tops from 2, 5 bonuses from 6. I don't do it, but she's on the wall. In the bottom right of your screen. That's where she stands right now. She's in 8th place. Diane Merrick rolling back the gears. Can she find a top here? Only a bonus so far for Diane on Sonia yet so far. Final attempt for all these guys. They're going to step up their game. They want to get there as quick as possible. Now Domenic's gone. Via crane. No. That's her attempt on problem 3 done. And it's a sympathetic round of applause from the crowd. Next climber out. We are over halfway. And the first Canadian. You can hear by that little cheer from the crowd. I'm just going to wonder what will it be like around about 4:01 p.m. this afternoon when Shawn McCall comes out in front of his home crowd. I better get some earplugs ready because it could be deafening in here. Plenty of Canadians to come, so you can expect a lot of cheers, especially if they get close to a few tops as well. You might have to hear me shout a couple of times, such as the noise level that could be created here in this gym. Mina, just coming to an end. She'll be delighted with their qualification so far. She should definitely make the top 20. Currently resides in 7th with this problem to come. Kaz Irvine, for her sister who's watching, did finish in 8th place currently. 2 tops and 2, 5 bonuses from 6. Now the Japanese. Oh no. The top right of your screen. Getting close to the top of this 3rd problem. Jeremy Dowsett. He thinks that random, he agrees that he likes a random draw for the qualifiers. Keeps everybody advertised for their favourites to come out then. You don't know when they're going to come out, number 20, 24, you know. It's an interesting subject. Briefly done by the Dutch. Vera Zielestra tops her 2nd and moves into 11th place on the leaderboard, and there's still 3 problems for her to go. Mina, the bottom right of your screen, taking the final problem. I think she'll be safe. 3 tops and 3, 4 bonuses from 4 ahead of this problem. She'll be delighted with her work this morning. We're right behind the Canadian, as you can hear. Jaleesa Dunbar, 24 years of age. She's just checking the clock, 2 minutes to go. Mina, in the meantime, bottom right, looking to cap off a beautiful morning for her. Unlucky. Look, they're right behind her. They really are right behind her. Should have gone for 1 top. Can you imagine what would happen if she won the title? This is a great start from the Canadian, and expect a cheer if she can find 2 hands. Oh, lucky. Oh, lucky. Talk about home turf support. Wow. Now we got someone who's playing the contrary argument, playing the devil's advocate. Matthias thinks the format is all right as it is. Being the first to climb is something that you have to achieve, i.e. being the world number 1, being the best in the game. That's an excellent point, Matthias. And Felipe as well says a random order would be especially unfair if the climbing conditions are evolving along the qualifications. Again, interested to hear your thoughts on this. I know this is a bit of a sparked a little bit of a debate. Mina in the meantime, and look at Dunbar. 1 hand, oh no, she goes again, unlucky. Polite round of applause from the crowd. They're right behind her, guaranteed. That's the first Canadian. We've got another 11 of them to come yet. Dying seconds. And another Canadian going out. Holly Reid this time. 28 years of age. Been on the World Cup circuit before. Her best finish was 23rd in Vale 5 years ago. So I expect this crowd to be vocal in the latter stages here of these qualifiers. Unlucky. Another good start for Holly Reid. Megan Martin, in the meantime, topped her first problem on her fourth attempt. Let's see how she gets on this second one. Doesn't look like a bad start to me. Unlucky. Never mind. Diamanic going up short as well. As we stand, this is how we look right now. I'll give you the top five. Gucci in first place, 5 tops from 6, 5 bonuses from 5. Melissa Neve of France, 5 tops from 9, 5 bonuses from 8. Then we have 2 in joint third. Shawn of Great Britain, 4 tops from 4, 4 bonuses from 4. Alex Puccio, the USA, again same scoreline, 4 tops from 4, 4 bonuses from 4. Anna Stöhr's in 5th place, 4 tops from 5, 4 bonuses from 4. She's finished. Momoka Oda finished as well, 4 tops from 6, 5 bonuses from 10. Mina Leslie-Wujastyk from the Great Britain, 7th place, 3 tops from 3, 4 bonuses from 4. Kata Zervine also finished, 2 tops from 2, 5 bonuses from 6 in 8th place. And that's the 8 to finish. The other one to finish is Julianne Verme. She rides in 10th place right now, 2 tops from 4, 5 bonuses from 7, and we still have 15 climbers to go. Plus the ones on the wall right now. I tell you what, they're right behind these Canadians. It's a deafening noise every time they do something fantastic. Look at it, hold it, oh, lucky. Tell you what, this crowd will take the roof off of one of these girls' top. They really will. Monica Ricci getting so close. 1:15 on the clock. There'll be another Canadian score in a moment. Kelly Drager. In fact, the next 9 girls, in fact, are all from Canada, so. More shout-outs for you. Jeremy Dowson. Oh, hello! Holly Reid's topped. This is the Raw. And she just topped the first problem. Imagine what would happen if she made a final. This crowd would go. It's insane. This crowd. It's not even midday. They've been on the sauce or something or other for me. Very vocal. This is great to see, and it's only qualifying day. So I was saying, Jeremy Dowsett, I beg your pardon, torn between cheering for his home climbers, which are the UK, and his adopted home climbers, Canada. Well, you got to draw a line in the sand, Jeremy. Take your pick, sunshine. Still a long, long way to go. Melanie Zander, the 2012 World Champion, finishes off well. I think that'll put it up into 8th place. And meanwhile, Vera, this is beautiful from her, yes, yes. Zelstra, for a girl who hasn't made a semi-final this year and has been struggling for form, she's topped her first 3 problems. She'll be delighted with her work. No doubt, I think that will be enough to make her first semi-final of the season. 3 tops from 7, 3 bonuses from 7. She's now in 9th place. You Julianne Verne fans, 11th she is now. In a few climbers' time, we'll be saying goodbye. I'll tell you the names of the ones who will not make it to the semi-finals. And the ones who are in trouble as well. Two minutes to go. I'm so amazed with this crowd, by the way. It is fantastic, fantastic. When we first came here on Thursday to have a look at the venue, I said that this crowd will make a cacophony of noise because of how this arena is situated, and this is only qualifying day, and it sounds like they're here for a final. It's amazing, an amazing atmosphere. We're very proud of you guys here in Hamilton. You've done very well. And another one of their fellow countrymen finds a top. Kelly Drager. Be great if they have one in the semi-finals. But all eyes will be on the number one when he comes out at 4 p.m. this afternoon local time. Shawn McCall. Expect a definite reception for him. Just running down the clock here for Dunbar. And she gets a polite round of applause from the crowd. They're right behind her. So next climber out. Maria Kalkova from Canada. Took part in the last Bouldering World Cup when it was here in Canada 2 years ago in Canmore, where she came in 29th place. A lot of these Canadian ladies, by the way, haven't took part in any World Cups this year. For a lot of them, it could be experience for some, see if they can get themselves on the circuit. We just see Leah Crane coming to a finish. She currently resides in 13th place. If you can find the top here, I'll make things a little bit interesting and may get her safe into the semi-final. She's making a good fist of this, as is Megan Martin on the third problem. Diane Merrick hasn't been a good afternoon a good morning for Diane so far. Yet to find the top. And she's on this fourth problem, which a lot of ladies have been struggling on. Crane falls. As is Martin. Three minutes to go. You're watching the IFSC Climbing World Cup qualifiers for women, live from the Gravity Climbing Gym here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Very good morning from me, Johnny Bryan. Kalkova from Canada finds the top. A very good morning from me, Johnny Bryan. Delighted to have you wherever you're watching in the world. We've got people from Europe, Singapore, United States, Canada, watching from around the globe. It's an absolute joy to have you here. If you're coming here to Hamilton tomorrow, come and say hello to me. I don't bite. An absolute joy to have you here if you are coming or if you're watching to support this great sport. Right, well, we're starting to know shortly who is on the bubble to depart this competition at this qualifying stage. One minute 34 on the clock. And also be able to tell you who's safe as well. Minute to go. Brilliantly done this from Holly Reid, and just goes. I seem to be from the commentators cursing a few of these climbers. Unlucky there from Megan Martin. Leah Crane looks like her qualifiers is going to come to an end. She currently resides in 12th place, only one top from 2 attempts, 4 bonuses from 8. Final seconds here for Diane Melick as well. No. Hasn't been a good morning for Diane. And yet another Canadian comes into the arena. Listen to the roar here for Kelsey Briggs. Very popular with the crowd. She's got a few supporters in. So currently, as we stand right now, who is in trouble at the moment? 30. We're going on ones to finish at the moment, as Monica Ricci in 13th place. 1 top from 2 attempts, 4 bonuses from 9. See, I'm just looking down the list. She is the only one who's finished, and is in and has finished her morning's work. It could be in trouble. Leah Crane, 1 top from 2, 4 bonuses from 8 and 12th, possibly. Julianne Verme, 2 tops from 4, 5 bonuses from 7 and 11th. If I'm a betting man, I think that's probably going to be enough for Julianne. And if the hot weather is expected tomorrow morning, she could go out early. And you never know, she could be the pace setter for the rest to follow. Kelsey Briggs from Canada. Very vocal they are in this arena. One hand on the top, she finds a second. Wow, look at the roar. I did say this arena can make some noise. And it's not even midday. Oh no, Japan. And Zilistra of the Netherlands. Very pleased with her work this morning. She's already topped the first 3. Currently finding herself in 9th place on the results board, on the leaderboard. Topped at the moment by Akio Noguchi. Traeger and Dunbar of Canada. But he's still got another 3 or 4 Canadians to come as well. 2 minutes to go. Minute and 25. Still 4 climbers left on the wall here. Just over a minute. Final minutes for these climbers to tackle these problems. No, Vera is passing on that 4th problem. I think she's going to be safe. 3 tops from 7, 3 bonuses from 7, regardless of what she does in the final problem. I think that's good enough. But we don't know what these Canadians can do, these unexpected dark horses in this race. Kelsey Briggs has already got herself into 12th place for flashing the first problem, and in doing that has already bumped Leah Crane and Monica Ricci down one level, regardless of what Briggs does the next 4 problems. She's ahead of Leah Crane and Monica Ricci. And Crane's in 13th, Ricci in 14th. Oh no, I believe may have just finished. She now lies in 15th place, having finished 1 top from 3, 4 bonuses from 8, so she's the one with the first climber in trouble. Elisa Webber from Canada. It's a Canadian invasion on this climbing wall at the moment. Webber, 18 years of age. Maria Kokova is only a yes so far. Diane Mennick, I think it's been a tough morning for Diane. And unless she tops this problem, I think her race might be run. Over 3 minutes to go. Couple of minutes to go. Kelsey Briggs saw her flash problem 1. She's the national champion of Canada. So expect good things from her. One minute, 5 seconds on the clock. Diane Mennick probably giving the last rites on her qualification campaign here. Realistically needs to find the top in the dying seconds. Only 3 bonuses out of 8 for Diane. Been a tough morning for her. And now that will be the coup de grace on her campaign here in Canada. Alyssa Webber's got 5 seconds to find the top. No. She goes. And the 23rd climber to come out. Marita Akalski. Guess from where? Canada. Four Canadians on the wall, and the Dutch Mina Leslie-Wujastyk. Zilistra, I should beg your pardon, that's how it's pronounced. She has told me in the past. I've been very impressed with Vida this morning. Currently resides in 9th place. That's beautiful. She'll be very pleased with her work this morning. Doesn't look like a climber who hasn't made a semi-final all year. She will be very pleased, and I think that puts her in around 7th place. She'll be delighted with her work this morning. Well done to you. So it's all Canadians on the wall. A Canadian caper at the moment. As we approach midday here, the sun is coming out. Two minutes yet to come. We'll be interested to see of these unknown climbers. I use unknown in inverted commas because a few of these climbers they can play, they can climb. Kelsey Briggs, champion, national champion here in Canada, so she's no mug. Currently sits in 12th place. Dan Medic is the one on the cut line at the moment. She's finished and she's in 20th. No tops, 3 bonuses from 8. I think it's definitely been a tough morning for Diane, so don't expect it to be qualifying for the semi-finals. Marita Akalski. Can she find the top? Plenty of time. Oh, losing the thoughts though, unlucky. Still got time for one more climb, one more attempt if she wants to. 45 seconds to go, under a minute. Crowd are behind her. So the changeover. The 24th climber coming out is yet another Canadian, Elise Stöhr. So, oh, hello, Sokova on this third problem. It's a difficult problem, this third one, though. No, unlucky. Stöhr now. Every time you hear the roar, you can guarantee it's a Canadian. She's got to find her footing now to grab onto that blue hold where the top is. One hand. How's the footing? How's the balance? That should be good. Beautifully done. Stöhr goes into 15th place. She's got 4 problems left to do. Bad news for Diamanic fans. She's now in 21st place and will not be here for the weekend. Sokova. Let's give you an idea, though. As I said, we are getting towards the, I won't say the business end, but the latter stages of these qualifiers. I'll just give you a run through of where we stand. Noguchi in first place, 5 tops from 6, 5 bonuses from 5. Melissa Neve of France should be pleased with her work. 5 tops from 9, 5 bonuses from 8 in second place. Tied for third, Shawn of Great Britain and Alex Puccio. 4 tops from 4, 4 bonuses from 4. Anna Stöhr of Austria, the world number 1. 4-time winner this season, 4 tops from 5, 4 bonuses from 4. She's in 5th place. Moka Oda, Japan, 4 tops from 6, 5 bonuses from 10 in 6th place. Vera Zilzestra of the Netherlands. What a performance this was this morning from her. 4 tops from 8, 4 bonuses from 8, right in 7th place. Guaranteed to be here now for the weekend. Great performance from the Dutch. Mina Leslie-Wujastyk in 8th place, 3 tops from 3, 4 bonuses from 4. Melanie Zando in 9th place right now, the 2012 world champion. 4 tops, 3 tops from 4, 4 bonuses from 6. Kata Zervine in 10th. 2 tops from 2, 5 bonuses from 6. And I am delighted to have next to me Miss Alex Puccio. Alex, good afternoon.
Hi.
How's it going? You okay?
Yes.
Tell me, qualifiers for you, how did it go?
They all went smoothly except one boulder that I couldn't even get to the bonus hold, and it was pinchy, and usually it's my style, but my skin was not allowing me to hold on to the holds whatsoever, and got a little bit frustrated, but yeah, I mean, other than that, I had fun, and besides the heat, I think it's a great competition.
That's my next question I'm going to ask you, actually. How hot is it up there?
Too hot, extremely hot. And there's no fans when you're up there climbing, and I mean, I think it's really irritating to climb on volumes, and when it's that hot. Otherwise, I love them, and it's just, I think on like number 4, there's volumes that it came down to if you have good skin and your hands are not sweaty. And, you know, and more people than not have really sweaty skin, so the lucky people that can hold on to those volumes and not, you know, sweat off of them got up there.
How do you combat against when the conditions are like this?
I don't know, you just try your hardest and try not to get frustrated.
Well, you're in tied third at the moment. The weather is going to stay like this for the rest of the weekend, so the likelihood is the semi-finals tomorrow morning, you're going to be one of the last ones to go out.
Yeah.
How difficult is that going to be, knowing that the walk will be a little bit greasy, a little bit sweaty? It's going to be, you're going to have an obstacle in front of you before you even start.
Maybe we should tell them they should put fans up there where we're climbing. And I don't know, maybe I should have not done a boulder so I wouldn't have been higher up.
But what do you think of this crowd here? They're psyched already, and it's what, 12 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the crowd's like not huge, but they're really supportive and really loud, which is amazing. So it's really nice.
It's been very vocal here tomorrow night, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, we're even in isolation, and when we're upstairs, like, you have a ringing in your ear because it's so loud and it echoes so much. And it was like the same thing in the last Canadian World Cup 2 years ago.
Let's look ahead 1 week from now. You're on home turf. How much are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to being out in Vail and everything. I know the wall is our ABS wall for the last 2 years, and it's like half slab. I don't know why they decided this wall. I mean, it's an okay wall, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it'll be fun, it'll be different.
But you must look forward to it when you're in front of your family, your friends.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see my mom, and she's going to be out there, and it's always lovely to see her. I haven't seen my family in like, I don't know, half a year now, and yeah, it's always nice to be in Vail. Vail is one of my favorite locations for all the World Cup, so.
Well, I wonder, well, I know why, because you had your greatest moment in Vail a few years ago. That's when you picked up that victory.
Yeah, back in 2009, and done second there a couple times and third, but yeah, it'd be nice to win again on the home turf, so.
You're quietly confident this weekend?
I don't know, I didn't make the finals in the last two competitions. I had some mess-ups. I had a good start of the season, so I don't know, I just should, you know, hope for the best, and I think try to just have fun.
Is that your mindset now? Just enjoy the climbing nowadays and not have too much of a competition mindset, because that causes mistakes?
Yeah, you get nervous, but now I feel like I've already messed up in the last two competitions. I'm more relaxed now. Like, I still care, but it's not, you know, my goal is to try to come third overall, and it's still there, but I think, like, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit, now that goal, it still can happen, but it's a little bit harder, and I think, like, now I'm just trying to have fun and not really focusing on that anymore this season.
Well done this morning, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Cheers, Alex. Alex Puccio there for you guys. 6 minutes past 12 here, local time. 90 seconds to go in this climb. Alex Puccio tied third place after her qualifiers. Tied with Shawn of Great Britain, and she mentioned there in her little chat with me about the conditions and how difficult it's going to be, especially for those semi-finals tomorrow. It'll be very interesting to see come when the guys like Noguchi, Leneve, Coxey, Puccio, Stöhr, likely will be the top five, will go out, and it will be a sticky atmosphere for them as the weather is not going to relent here. It's still warm, it's still humid, it's still sticky. Tiffany Melius, I do beg your pardon, is the climber out on the, I think we've just seen, or just missed, I do beg your pardon. I know there's a couple of fans in the chat, and on Twitter, I should say. Money area, come on Tiff, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Sport climbing Australian as well. Aussie athlete Tiffany Melius up next in Boulder, USA. Watch now. Thank you so much for your tweets. We do appreciate them. As we get into Well, I'm delighted to be joined by our chief route setter here, Jamie Cassidy from Great Britain. Jamie, good afternoon to you. First of all, talk me through these problems, and especially this problem number 4. There's a lot of difficulty that the ladies have had, but a lot of people are saying it's a good field splitter.
Yeah, it is. It has been so far, definitely. A bit of a shock. Anna didn't see any good method on it, but yeah. Seems to be working out pretty well, actually.
Well, is that good news for you, knowing that you've done a good job there, thinking that the number one can't beat it, but others can? You know, you provided a fair test.
Yeah, it happens like that sometimes. We didn't really know how hot it was going to be.
Now, that's the next question I was going to say to you, actually. How difficult is it up there? Well, we are 20 feet below where these climbers are. It's quite cool where we are. How hot is it up there?
Oh, it's bliss down here. It's really, really hot up there. Every move you're going to have to put some chalk in your hands, otherwise you're going to really struggle. But yeah, I struggled.
Are you going to take that into account, though? Bear in mind, look at the weather for the next couple of days. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. Are you going to take that into account for the semi-finals and the final to say to these guys, OK, we'll have to give you a break on 1 or 2 of these problems?
That's probably one of the biggest factors we're going to have to think about. Well, the first day we were here, it was actually really cold and raining, and everything felt all right. And yesterday, everything felt twice as hard. So, yeah, I'm going to have to definitely think about it.
We've seen the women's at the moment. You've got the men's later this afternoon at 4 o'clock our time. Just give us an idea of you and your team. How long is it going to take you to take the problems off these walls and put the men's up straight away?
We've got quite a long time to get everything down, but we can't start putting the men's up until isolation closes. I think we've got like an hour and a half, but it's only there's 5 route setters, so there's only a problem each, so we should be pretty good.
And how difficult is the men's going to be?
See how warm it is later.
Jamie, pleasure to have you. No doubt we'll have a chat over the weekend. We'll chat about the semi-finals and the final, but thanks for joining us.
All right, thank you.
Right then, back to business. Tiffany Melius did flash her first problem, and that sends up her at the leaderboard to tie 12th place with Kelsey Briggs of Canada. Holly Reid likely needs to flash, or not flash, but needs to top this hold. 21st place she is right now. It's very tight between the bottom 10 on this leaderboard, from 12th place to 21st. Each of them are currently on one top. Some have finished, some haven't. But I think you Julianne Verne fans will be able to breathe a sigh of relief, because I think she will be there for tomorrow's semi-final. Still in 11th, she's been there for about the last hour, and she hasn't moved. In the meantime, that's Elisa Webber on the top. Top right of your screen. Great stuff, this from Webber. What's she got there? No, unlucky. Stacey Weldon of Canada also topped on her second attempt, so she's 1 from 2. Aya Ono of Japan in a little bit of trouble here. She's in 18th place, 1 top from 3. Megan Martin, 1 top from 4 as well. She's finished. So they're the ones in trouble at the moment. This is Sierra Blair-Coyle of the United States. Just starting out, she's number 27. 5 climbers to go after her. Five climbers to go after Sierra Blair-Coyle of the USA. A lot of support for the Canadian climbers, not just here in the arena, but on Twitter as well. Good eye out on the corner here in the green shirt, the Australian Tiffany Melius, Canadian-based Australian, I believe. I know there's plenty of you watching down under, and I know it's early hours of the morning. That could even be morning over there. They could be like, what, 15 hours ahead of us? Puts us around about, what, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning. If you are watching, absolute joy to have you here. So I went through, before I had a chat with Alex Puccio, I was just going through the leaderboard. I'll just run it through again. It's Noguchi in first, Leneve in second, Coxey in third, tied with Puccio in third place, Anna Stöhr in fifth, Oda in sixth, Zelstra, Zelstra from the Netherlands in seventh place. A wonderful climb from her this morning. Leslie-Wujastyk was getting interviewed by Canadian television about 20 feet away to my right. She's in 8th place. Melanie Zando, the 2012 world champion, in 9th place. Kata Zervine of Austria, 10th place. Julianne Verme in 11th place. Those 11 have finished, by the way. On the wall right now, Kelsey Briggs of Canada in 12th, tied with Tiffany Melius of Canada as well. They're on the wall and currently reside in tied 12th. Leah Crane of Great Britain, 14th, finished 1 top from 2, 4 bonuses from 6. Monica Ricci of Germany, 15th place, 1 top from 2, 4 bonuses from 9. She's finished as well. Stacey Weldon of Canada, currently in 16th place, tied with her fellow countryman Ali Zinta on 1 top from 2, 1 bonus from 2. Aya Ono, Japan in 18th, Sierra Blair-Coyle in 19th, Megan Martin currently in 20th place, and she is on the bubble. Delighted to be joined by Mina from Great Britain. A lot of fans on Twitter for you, Mina, this morning. That's very nice. Love to see you, by the way. It's been a year since I last spoke to you. How have you been, and how was climbing this morning?
I've been well, and climbing this morning was really fun. It was cool. It was pretty warm.
That's a question I will come to later on about the heat up there. 8th place right now. You must be delighted with your form.
Yes, very happy. Very happy. I did 3 and 3 and then didn't do the last 2, but it's enough to get me through, so that's all I'm really bothered about.
Exactly. That's all you think about in qualifications, is to just get, try and get 3 under your belt. Is at the back of your mind. If you get 3, I'll make the top 20 with ease.
Oh, not necessarily. Sometimes you need 5 to get through, but I don't know. I'm through, so I'm happy. I didn't know what I needed. You just try your best to get to the top, and then I don't know.
When I spoke to you 12 months ago in Innsbruck, we were chatting about the psychology of the game, and you were doing a lot of reading about it, and your aim there was to make semi-finals, try to get as many semi-finals under your belt as possible. Now, 12 months on, I'm guessing the next step now is to make a final.
I would love to make a final. I would love to make a final. They just look so much fun, and I feel like I'm good enough to make a final. It's just a case of it'll happen at some point, maybe not this year, maybe next year. But yeah, that's the aim. But it's such a strong field, and it would be, I don't want to assume that I'm going, or necessarily good enough, because everybody is so good up there, and they all deserve to get through as well. So, but if I could be there once, just once, that would be really nice.
I want to chat to you about, as you mentioned, the heat up there. Now, where our commentary position is, the guys can't see on our cameras because we are about 20 feet below where you guys are climbing. They always say the old adage, heat rises to the top. How hot is it up there?
It most certainly rises. So in the transition area, there's fans, and it's not too bad, but as soon as you go up to the climbing area, it's really warm. It's the kind of competition where you really want to try and flash boulders because you don't want to have too many goes, because the heat's exhausting. It is a sweaty affair up there.
How much of an effect is it on the holes? Is it greasy? Is it sweaty up there? You know,
It's pretty sweaty, yeah. It's not great conditions, but they have brushes, and their brushes are pretty good. So, and you can only do what you can do. I think they're hoping to get some more fans in for tomorrow, so that'll be good.
You'll go out probably in the middle of the pack tomorrow, you know, ahead of Anna, of Alex Puccio, Shawn from GB as well. Pardon the noise here for all these Canadian fans, but will you see that as an advantage? Bearing in mind the weather's going to be the same.
Definitely. I'm pretty glad. Although obviously you always want to do as well as you can in every round, and psychologically it's good to top out and to feel like you've climbed well, but given that I'm through tomorrow, actually the earlier you're out, probably the better in terms of the conditions of the holds. Having said that, I don't think it makes that much difference, and I don't think if you're out last it means you necessarily will struggle much more, but
you'll have a little bit more of an obstacle to face than you would do if you went out first.
yeah, I would say so.
How are you looking back on this season as a whole? What have you done to improve? What have you done to change your mannerism or anything, the skill on the wall? What's been the difference this year?
I think there's been a change in my physical ability, so I've trained in a different way. Physically I have got better at climbing, but I think also I've worked on my confidence quite a lot, and for me that was quite a big thing last year. I got my confidence knocked quite a bit, and I kind of got into this mindset that I wasn't good enough, and this year I actually genuinely feel like I'm good enough, and I'm not talking myself into it all the time. I actually have confidence.
It's not arrogance, it's confidence that you want to build.
Yeah, no, man, if I could get arrogant, that would be like the next step up. And then maybe I would be making finals.
Now, you've been here a few days as well. Tell me about going to see Niagara Falls.
Oh, it was great. It was very touristy. But as a natural feature, it was awesome. It was really cool.
What the natural wonders of the world. You went on the Maid of the Mist and you went on the boat to see it. You got a drenching, I believe.
We got absolutely soaked. It was brilliant. Those little cagoule things they give you are completely pointless. There is no need for them. You look like a lemming. You know, you watch all the people go before and you see they all look like lemmings and you think, oh, they're staying dry under their cagoules. You do not stay dry at all.
One thing I must say about this arena, I've got to be quiet one or two times for the Canadians who are very vocal. It's very much a cacophony of noise, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, very psyched crowd. I think because they've got a lot of Canadian girls. I think there's 12 Canadian girls competing. So yeah, it's really nice to see everyone come out to support them. You know, if we had a World Cup again in the UK, I'm sure it would be like that for us, and I think it's great.
Mina, absolute joy to have you with me as always. Best of luck for the rest of the weekend.
Thank you. See you later.
Mina from the UK. Very pleased with her performance this morning. And so she should be. In the meantime, let's have a look back at the leaderboard. We have Claire Bell out at the moment. The tail of the ones who are in trouble. Megan Martin is in trouble. She's in 20th place at the moment. She has finished. Kalkova in the bottom right of your screen needs to find a top here, otherwise she's out as well. Holly Reid's another one who's disappeared. She won't be here for the weekend, the Canadian. As is Kelly Dreiger of Canada as well. 29th climber to come out, Atori Yusuda from Japan. Plenty of support here for Kelsey Briggs, the national champion of bouldering from Canada. Right behind her. Oh, unlucky. Good stuff there from Tiffany Melius. Plenty of vocal support from watching down under in the early hours of the morning there. So near so far. Kelsey Briggs, one top from one, two bonuses from two. She rides in 12th place. There are 3 climbs to go. Barring a mathematical miracle, I think she's going to be making the semi-finals for Canada. Minute to go. Sun is shining outside, so you can guarantee the temperature is going to be raised a few notches for these latter climbers. They're right behind Kelsey Briggs of Canada. Yasuda just struggling at the moment on her first problem. That's Sierra Blair-Coyle. You can see in the top right here screen, struggling on the second problem. Kelsey Briggs got 15 seconds to find the top of this final problem. Now, a great round of applause from the crowd. It should be enough. Flashing the first problem, I think might have got through to the semi-finals. Still climbers out there. But the ones who have topped out in less attempts, and a lot of them are struggling in the latter part of this competition. 30th climber is out. It's from Canada, Erica Carlson. Getting towards the business end now of these qualifications. Very few climbers to go. In fact, 2 after Erica Carlson of Canada. And who's on the Megan Martin of the USA, the one in trouble at the moment. 1 top from 4, 3 bonuses from 4 in 20th place as we speak. Somebody passes her, she won't make the weekend. Well, the climbers keep coming in thick and fast to see me in my commentary position. Delighted to be joined now by Canada's first climber off the wall, Kelsey Briggs. Kelsey, many congratulations. I see on our leaderboard you're in 12th place.
Oh, wow.
It looks good enough. You should be here for the weekend.
That's pretty exciting. I didn't realize I was doing that well.
Talk me through that qualifications for you. How did it go for you?
The first problem went really well for me. I don't know. I sent it. It was great. It was a lot of fun. The next 3 problems I found were really hard. And then the last problem I think was really, really cool. I just didn't have enough juice to finish it.
How difficult is it up there in this heat?
It's pretty hard. It's pretty hot right now. Yeah.
Does it make your hands a bit greasy, but it's sweaty? It makes climbing doubly difficult than how hard it already is.
Yeah, I think it does. I had a lot of chalk on my hands, so I think it didn't make too much of a difference. Plus everybody's brushing the holes for me, so I don't think it was too big of a factor. It's pretty hot though.
Tell me about this crowd.
This crowd's awesome. They're really loud.
Are they all friends of yours by any chance?
Oh yeah, all of them are my friends. I have a good group of friends. They're all really supportive, so it's pretty awesome.
It must mean a lot to you though, in a climbing competition here on home soil, that you have a crowd like that who get behind you 100, 200, 1,000%.
It's really, really nice. It means a lot to me. It's really awesome. I really appreciate it.
Barring like you say, you got a lot of support online as well. Do you want to say hello to a lot of friends who are on Twitter right now who have been cheering you on for the last hour or so?
Hi to everybody. Hey to the team back home. Oh man, you put me on the spot here. I hope I don't forget anybody's name. The whole entire team, all 12 of them, Kat, Maz, Luca, Man, Ethan, Kate. I'm going to forget someone, I'm going to insult somebody. Eric, Bill, Scarlett, Cian, Louisa, all of you, all the parents, hi. Thanks for all the support.
Barring a mathematical miracle, you're going to be in a semi-final here on home turf tomorrow morning. Yeah, we're pretty certain that you're going to be in the semi-final. Just tell me what that means to you.
I need a couple days to train. I'm really excited. That's awesome.
You need to lie down now, do you?
Yeah, I think I need to drink.
Well, I think you're surprised when I just told you that you are likely going to be in the semi-final tomorrow morning, and you're probably one of the first ones going out. Will that be a help to you, bearing in mind how difficult these conditions are, that you'll get the wall fresh and everybody else later on may get a little bit more greasy and sweaty?
Yeah, that's not a bad point. Yeah, I think that'll be good for me. Yeah, I think that'll help a lot. So.
When I was semi-final tomorrow, then you have to get on the phone to a few friends of yours to come down for support.
Yeah, well, I think they're all here.
and more, let's say.
Yeah.
Kelly, absolute joy to have you with us. Many congratulations. The semi-final on home soil. It must feel great.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, Kelly. Kelly Briggs there. Thank you so very much. It's just gone 12:30 here local time. Clary Lamb, the 31st climber out. One more to go after her. Bonnie de Bruin, both from Canada. Kelly Briggs right next to me. She has got a smile from ear to ear. She is like the Cheshire Cat right now. She is stunned that she will be in the semi-final. I think there's no doubt about that. So barring the rest of this climbing competition to pull tops like rabbits out of hats, then Kelly will be in the semi-final tomorrow morning. So then, we were a bit worried earlier for Julianne Verne, but she looks all right now. I think topping that last boulder of hers in her qualifier has got her into the semi-final. Otherwise, she would have been in 20th place right now. So, the good doctor from Germany, guaranteed to be here as well. One's in trouble right now, Megan Martin of the USA. She's the one in 20th place. There's still a couple of climbers to come as well, but they have been struggling on these latter stages. I think if they don't top the first boulder, they're not going to make it. But Kelly Briggs might not only be the only Canadian going through. Elise Sethner, who is still out there. She got her final problem to come shortly. She rides in 16th place. Stacey Weldon, also out there as well. I think she'll be getting problem 4 shortly. She's currently resides in 17th place. So it might be enough for them. We could have a number of Canadians here, not just one. We can also give you an idea now of who is safe and who isn't. Ten climbers still out there to go. So we can take the top 10 as verbatim from Kata Zervine, Melanie Sando, Mina Leslie-Wujastyk, Vera Zalestra, Momoka Oda, Anna Stöhr, Alex Puccio, Shawn Coxey, Melissa Neve and Akeo Noguchi will all be here for the semi-finals tomorrow. Julianne Verne most likely as well. You can add to that list. In fact, you can add to that list. So she will be through. Those 11 are guaranteed. And should the next climber, Elise Sethner, doesn't top, then Kelly Briggs is guaranteed to be in the semi-final. shout outs on Twitter. Let's go. Man Ellis. Come on, Holly Reid and Kerry Briggs. Monira, who's been following the Canadians all morning. Been very vocal on Twitter. Go, Tiff, you got this. Just to remind you as well, if you want to get in touch on Twitter, it's hashtag IFSCWC. Can hear your thoughts, especially if you're a Canadian climber, on what your fellow countrymen are doing here this morning. Remind you, the men's still to come this afternoon, 4 p.m. here local time, in around, what, 3 hours from now-ish. So Stöhr will be the 24th climber to finish. That means there's only 8 to go, 8 to come in. So if Stöhr does not top this, then Kerry Briggs will be guaranteed a place in the semi-final. Final climber is out on the wall, Bonnie de Bruin of Canada. Erica Carlson was the one who was just trying to attempt problem number 2. Only found the bonus on her first climb. And a nice cooling breeze just comes into the arena. But fortunately, it's 20 feet below where these climbers are taking part. All right, just want to say, it's warm where we're sitting, and the heat rises, just to remind you, and it must be warm on that wall right now. Minute to go. Who have you been impressed by this morning? Drop me a line on Twitter, hashtag IFSCWC. Who's impressed you from the ladies this morning? Who's going to be battling it out in that semi-final tomorrow? Just to remind you though, they'll come out in reverse order, and if the heat wave is to stay here over this weekend, which is said it should do on this area, there could be some sticky situations tomorrow morning. Could we have an upset like we did in Innsbruck a couple of weeks ago when Julianne Worm took the title? So, Elise Stöhr is done, so Kerry Briggs is definitely through to tomorrow's semi-final in 12th place. And this is actually a little bit academic, because for you Tiffany Melius fans, regardless of what she does here, she's going to be through the semi-final as well. She currently resides in 13th place. and there's only 7 climbers behind her, and if all of them go past her, she'll go into the semi-final in 20th place, and she'll be number 1 out. So the Aussie fans, you Aussie climbing fans, you'll have a climber in the semi-finals tomorrow morning, and her name is Tiffany Melius. The climber right now on the bubble is Megan Martin of the USA in 20th place. She has finished 1 top from 4 attempts, 3 bonuses from 4. If any of the next 7 climbers go past her, she will not be making the competition. And we have a bit of action here from Atori Usada from Japan. Currently resides in 26th place, so atop here, and she'll throw her hat into the ring to make a semi-final. Usada, top right of your screen, 3 holes away. This could get her into a semi-final, possibly. No. The lady in the bottom left of your screen, Sierra Blair-Coyle. A few fans out there on Twitter for her, I've noticed. She's currently in 19th position. A little bit too close for comfort for her. As I said, it's academic for Melius. She's through the semi-final anyway. There's only 7 climbers to go after her, and she's already in 30th position. And if they went past her, she'll be in 20th, which is still good enough to make Sunday's semi-final. .90 to go. One minute left. Also give some credit to our MC Dustin, by the way, who's been keeping this crowd going for the last, 3 hours, near enough. He's been very vocal. .30 seconds to go in this qualifier. Getting towards the death of it now. Tiffany Melius, I think she might pass this final problem. She's had one last look at it, she's only got 15 seconds left. It is enough for her to make the semi-final. She can have one last go in 8 seconds. 7, 6. No. Not good enough, but she'll be in tomorrow's semi. Bonnie de Bruyne from Canada. Her family are supporting her, watching the live stream back home. So Tiffany Melius through. The next climber will be Leah Crane. Should Stacey Walden not top this, and Leah Crane is also through. Well, Weldon is already in 16th place anyway. So she'll only have to wait 2 climbers, and then she'll find out if she will be through. So good news for the Brits. They could have 3 in the semi-final. Well, the climbers keep going thick and fast, off the wall, then coming straight to me. Tiffany Melius. I did pronounce your surname correctly.
Yes.
First of all, tell me, how was the qualifiers for you?
Hard. Very hard. I was happy with my first problem. Obviously, I flashed it. You can't do better than that. And then I would have liked to have gotten a few more bonuses, but I think I tried as hard as I could. And obviously, the field or the problems were just really hard.
Tell me, how difficult is it up there in that heat?
Well, for me, probably not so much as for other people. However, yeah, it makes the hold slippery. You're actually in a worse position down here because there's no fans or anything. There's no ventilation.
Well, actually, we're quite cool down here, in all fairness, you know, and I'm just feeling for you guys up there who are in the heat of the battle, as it were. But you must be delighted, though. I've just looked on the screen. You have made the semi-finals.
Really?
Yes, you have.
Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. I'm really, 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 really happy about that.
I can see there's a tear coming in your eye.
No, I definitely didn't think that I'd done well enough to make semis. I'm super excited about
Well, right now you're in 13th place, and there's only 7 climbers to go. If they all went past you, you're in 20th place, and it's good enough to make it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for the good news.
There's a lot of fans around the world, by the way, watching in Australian climbing gyms, and they're on a lot of vocal support. Do you want to say hello to them guys?
Yes, thank you to Sport Climbing Australia and everyone back there who had faith in me, even though I haven't actually competed in Australia in a while. Thanks for believing in me, and also thanks to my mom, who surprised me yesterday afternoon at registration. She and my family kept an amazing secret that she was coming out to support me here and in Vail next weekend. That was just the most amazing surprise ever. Actually, the most amazing surprise, and then I made semis, so...
I can see you're a little bit emotional as well. You're absolutely amazing. You've got the family over as well to come and watch you. It's a fairy tale in a way.
It is, and actually my Canadian boyfriend is a setter today.
Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a second. A bit of breaking news here. You got a Canadian boyfriend who's one of the route setters.
Yes, but unfortunately he's probably like the reverse of a good person to have, because he says absolutely nothing in case he might say something. So it's like, it's reverse of you know, having someone who's neutral. He like withholds every piece of information that could possibly help.
So he's not been speaking to you for about 3 days?
What's that?
He hasn't been speaking to you for 3 days?
No, well he's been here since Sunday, and I barely got to see him when I arrived, and yesterday he was setting all day, and last night he came home and went to bed, so I got a kiss after I finished my qualifiers, and that was about it.
I can see it in your face and your body language that you're just absolutely happy and delighted. Regardless of what the rest of the weekend brings,
yes.
you've achieved your goal here this weekend.
I have. Thank you so much.
Tiffany, many congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely. She's like the Cheshire Cat next to me. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely delighted, Tiffany Melius. Tiffany, thank you so much for joining us. It's nice now and again to spread some good cheer on this commentary. Oh, we're nearly there. So Sierra Blair-Coyle currently resides in 19th place. Atodi Usada in 24th. Not going to be good enough. Megan Martin has been sitting on the 20th place mark for a long while now. You Leah Crane fans from Great Britain, good news. She is definitely through. Monica Ricci is the next one. Should Sierra Blair-Coyle pass her? She's in 19th anyway, so I think Ricci is going to be good enough as well. But no doubt Sierra will want to try and find the top here to guarantee herself in the semi-finals. We haven't had a top for a long time, actually. But no, so happy to see Tiffany Melius there. It was, when I told her that she made the semi-finals, there was a tear in her eye. She was absolutely thrilled, and it's so lovely to see. Ricci of Germany, it looks like she is going to be good enough to take her place in the semi-final. A minute to go. Just 30 seconds to go. And 20 seconds for these climbers. So, on this buzzer, Monica Ricci is guaranteed to be through. But Shawn just grabbed over and says, Rob pinched my laptop and said, I want to know the results right now. Shawn, tell me why. I can guess in because you're the coach of these guys.
Yeah, I'm the coach. We have a whole bunch of Canadians competing. Some of them are really well. Some of them I could see were a little bit frustrated. Just looking at the results right now, I've just kind of confirmed that we'll have 3 girls, 3 Canadians in semifinals. So I'm really excited for them, and I just wanted to know, the results.
I know Kelsey Briggs, I just chatted to her beforehand, and she was over the moon that she's made a semi-final.
I mean, yeah, she did really good, like flashing the first boulder, and it's really hard. I mean, you guys have seen the boulders, 2 to 5 are all really hard. So I mean, it's coming down to the first boulder. If you do it in 2, 3, and barely if you do it in 4 tries, you can make it. So obviously, Carrie flashing the boulder. We have Stacy and Elise both doing the boulder in 2, and I can see it. The whole time they're frustrated. You can see they're getting frustrated. I mean, the boulders are really hard. The semifinal boulders will be, I would say, even a little bit easier. And they're going to have to, regroup themselves and get motivated for tomorrow.
If you were going to put a prediction before this thing started from all your girls in the competition, how many would have you taken in the semi-final?
I was hoping we were going to have between 3 and 5. And we have 3, and we have also 2 Canadians that I think are 21 and 22 and 23. So I mean, it was close. It looks like we're going to have 3, so I'm really excited for them.
The future's bright for Canadian bouldering.
I hope so, and it's getting bigger. I mean, the crowd here is amazing, and you could tell that they really want all the Canadians to succeed, and it's going to be a good show for the men as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers, Shawn. No doubt we'll chat to you later on. Well, the climbers keep going thick and fast to see me. I'm delighted to be joined from the United States by Sierra Blair-Coyle. Sierra, very good afternoon to you. First of all, talk me through your qualifications. How hard is it out there?
Oh man, I mean, it's rough. There wasn't one problem where I was like, man, that was easy. All of them were tough. Top the first one and then the rest, just tried as hard as I could.
A lot of climbers have been, not complaining, but saying how hard it is up there with the heat. How difficult was it for you?
It's definitely hot, but I live in Arizona, so I'm used to it. It's like my home turf.
Are you going to use that as an advantage then? Knowing that how hot it is, you can use to say, well, it's like being back at home for me.
Yeah, it's just like being at the gym, so I could pretend it's like a training session versus World Cup.
Well, I'm looking at the leaderboard right now. You're in 19th place, and we've got 5 climbers left to go. A little bit nervous time, but if you're a betting man, you'd say you're probably going to make the semi-final.
I mean, I hope so. All I can do is wait and keep my fingers crossed.
How much would it mean to you, though, to get to the next level, get into a semi-final of a World Cup?
It would be awesome. The goal is to always make it to the next round, so I'd love to be in semis tomorrow.
Well, if that's the case, and you do go out in 19th place, you'll be out number 2 tomorrow, so you get this wall fresh ahead of anyone else. Bearing in mind the weather for tomorrow as well, it's been roughly the same, hot and sticky. You're going to use that to your advantage.
Yeah, I'll use anything to my advantage.
I know you're heading to Vail next week?
As of right now, I'm not going to be in Vail.
Any reason why?
Just wanted to go to this comp instead. Wanted to visit Canada.
Well, it's an absolute joy to have you here. And I know there's a lot of fans that you've made on Twitter as well, but who've been watching you this afternoon. Sierra, many congratulations. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully to see you tomorrow.
She currently resides in 19th place, Sierra Blair-Coyle. And where do we stand right now? Stacey Walden of Canada is in the semi-finals. should Atori Yasuda top this in less than 2 attempts, then Elise Setner will also make it Canada's 3rd representative in tomorrow's semi-final. Four climbers left out on the wall. Atori Yasuda, Erica Carlson, Clary Lamb and Bonnie de Bruyn. 3 Canadians and 1 Japanese. They're the only 4 who can knock out Elise Setner, Aya Ono, Sierra Blair-Coyle and Megan Martin. Megan Martin's been in 20th place for about an hour and a half now, it seems. No, she hasn't moved. I think if you're a betting man, Elise Setner, Aya Ono, Sierra Blair-Coyle likely, very likely to get into tomorrow's semi-final, and I would say likely as well Megan Martin now. Yasuda, to knock out Megan Martin, needs to find a top in less than 4 attempts. I'm not entirely sure how much she's already had in this final problem, so. Interested to hear what the route setters will do tomorrow morning in these semi-finals. It has warmed up here, especially in the last half an hour or so, because of the sun shining, basking down here in Hamilton. It warms up this place like a saucepan on a cooker. You don't feel it at first, you don't look at it, it doesn't boil, you turn away and come back 5 minutes later and it's bubbling over. That's what the heat is like here in this climbing gym. You don't notice it at first, but all of a sudden 5 minutes later it hits you like a furnace. Just looking about 15 feet away from my commentary position, there's a little toddler who's trying to climb a wall. Obviously starting them young in these parts. Minute to go for Yasuda. Still this crowd very vocal right behind him. Oh, hello. This could be interesting. Oh, no. "30 seconds ago for USADA. It might not be enough time for her. This is Clary Lamb, by the way. Yet to find a bonus in this competition. She currently resides in last place. 17 seconds for Yasuda to find a place in the semi-finals. I think she may have already taken too many attempts anyway. So Elise Setner from Canada is going to be through, guaranteed, with only 3 climbers left out on the wall. So right now, Aya Ono of Japan is the one waiting to see if Erica Carlson can find a top. Carlson resides in 28th place right now. She would need to find a top on this last hold, or this last problem, in no less than 3 attempts. That's Bonnie de Bruin in your screen. We have one eye on Annika Carlson at the minute, though. Only one bonus so far. That's de Bruin. If she wants to make an impact, she needs to find the top on one of these last 2. And she got the 2, arguably the 2 hardest to finish. Four minutes to go. If any of these Canadian athletes are looking to make an impact, they've got to do it this time. If they make an impact, then maybe they'll have a chance. A lot of these latter climbers have been struggling. It is difficult out here, you know, it's not easy whatsoever. It is hot, it's humid. A lot of the climbers are complaining that there's no ventilation, there's no air around the wall. It's very sticky up there, it's hot. And it's proved to be difficult climbing conditions this morning. And what you can definitely say it's benefited the climbers that went out first. Carlson just asking one of the judges to do a little bit of guarding. In the meantime, de Bruin, a lot of family support back home. Doesn't look like it's going to be her day. "40 seconds to go." So it looks like it's going to be one top will be good enough here out the 5. So find a place in the semi-finals. Such has been the difficulty of the climbing today and the conditions. Annika Carlson is going to call it a day. She gets a polite round of applause from the crowd. She is done. So Aya Ono, Japan, will go out at number 3 tomorrow at the moment, and should Clary Lamb not top this, then Sierra Blair-Coyle will be in tomorrow's semi-final as well. So the final climber 31, on her final problem. Bonnie de Bruin to come on her final problem as well. Sierra Blair-Coyle is the lady right now. Should Lamb not top this, and she has to do it in less than 3 goes, then Sierra Blair-Coyle will have to wait for the final climber, Bonnie de Bruin. And Puccio will knock out the other American, Megan Martin, in the process. That's attempt 1. Two and a half minutes to go here for Clary Lamb from Canada, the 34-year-old veteran. Never made a semi-final on an IFSC circuit. 22nd in Carmel was her best ever finish a couple of years ago. And right now, she resides in 32nd. And I think she's had too many goes now. So, you Sierra Blair-Coyle fans, you can have a smile from ear to ear. She will be in the semi-finals tomorrow morning. One and a half minutes to go. 90 seconds to go. $125. Clary Lamb struggling here. I think she's had already too many goes now. I think definitely she has. So, Sierra Blair-Coyle is definitely going to be through. So Megan Martin's the only one waiting now to see if she's going to make it. And right now she resides in 20th. Half a minute to go. A little bit academic for Lamb. So we are now approaching the death here. Bonnie de Bruin only to climb this last hold, and then the ladies qualifiers will be done. Final climber of these qualifiers. Get behind her. Bonnie de Bruin. So De Bruyne needs to do this in less than 3 goes. No. Just to remind you as well, the men's qualifiers start 4 p.m. here local time, 9 p.m. if you're watching in the United Kingdom, 10 p.m. if you're watching on the continent of Europe. But 4 p.m. here local time, the men's qualifiers will get underway in roughly, what, 2.5 hours from now? Crowd right behind Bonnie, they have been all afternoon. They've been very vocal here in Hamilton, behind all of the climbers. So 90 seconds left of these qualifiers. Bonnie De Bruyne, the last climber out, number 32 she was. $1:10 to go. This is the coup de grace of the qualifiers. Good news if you're a Canadian climbing supporter. 3 have made it through. They made the cut. They'll be here tomorrow morning. 2 Americans also. 3 Americans, I do beg your pardon, have also made it. 2 Japanese, 3 Brits, 2 Germans. It's a cavalcade of talent that we will have on tomorrow morning's semi-final. Not to forget the 1 Australian, the 2 Austrians as well, and the 2 French. Bonnie De Bruyne, last go, last roll of the dice, and she didn't find the double 6. There you go. That, as they say, is that. And it's confirmation of where we stand. The top 20. Here we go. This is how the women's qualifying finished up. Akeo Noguchi 1. Melissa Neve 2. Alex Puccio and Shawn Coxey tied in 3rd place. Anna Stöhr struggled on the 4th problem in 5th. In 6th place was Momoka Oda from Japan. Vera Zylstra from the Netherlands. A wonderful climb from her this morning. In 7th place, Mina Leslie-Wujastyk in 8th. 2012 World Champion Melanie Sando in 9th. It's 10 to 18 on your screen. Katarina Zervine in 10th. Her sister will be delighted. Julianne Verb, the last winner in Innsbruck, struggled this morning, but still made it through. Kelsey Briggs from Canada, delighted, as was Tiffany Melius of Australia. Absolutely thrilled she was when she found out she made the semi-finals. As did Leah Crane, Monica Ricci, Stacey Weldon, Elise Settler of both of Canada, Aya Ono, and then 19th and 20th, the 2 Americans, Sierra Blair-Coyle and Megan Martin. They'll make tomorrow's semi-final. The rest, but down below there, Kalkova, Reed and Dragan from Canada, they miss out, as do Diane Merrick. Wasn't Diane's day today, or Claire Bells from Great Britain. Lisa Webber didn't make it either. And the rest are the results of your favourites you can find out on ifsc-climbing.org. You can join us in roughly 2.5 hours from now when the men's qualifiers get underway. The crowd are just leaving, and as you can see, the route setters are just getting ready to set the routes ahead of the qualifiers to start at 4 p.m. local time. But from me, Johnny Bryan, and on behalf of Mike, my producer, I wish you a very good afternoon.